What do you recommend to deal with the constant thoughts relating to one's mortality because of type 1? And as we constantly hear on TV that diabetics have a pre-existing condition that is deadly in the face of COVID.
You know, we hear a lot of scary stuff on the news, and one of the things that I have been saying to people is put yourself on a news diet. You know, we are not obligated to watch the news 24 hours a day. Watch as much news as you need to stay informed, and then turn the TV off or switch the channel, because most of the time the news is recycling information. So if you're getting basic information and you can rely on it, uh, enough is enough. It's okay to, I remember the days of 9/11 when I would finally say to people, you don't have to re-traumatize yourself. You know, you've seen what happened, enough. And so shut the news off at some point. Uh, you know, there are lots of things right now that are very frightening to those of us in the type 1 and type 2 community, especially if one gets COVID and what happens and complications and yada, yada, yada. So we have to do extra diligence to try to stay healthy, to social distance, to follow what we know is best for our own self-care, and more hand washing and masks and all the things that most of us know that we need to be doing. I think that being aware of our mortality is an existential state of mind. In other words, if we're aware of our life, we're also aware of when we don't have life. And knowing that that's the duality that we live with, again, I think this is a lot about accepting some of the emotions that we have and not always trying to purge ourselves of them. The more that we can hold contradictions, the more resilient we are. The more that we can say, I know this is here, but I can also focus on what I can do in my life, what my life looks like, what gives me joy, what raises my spirits. Yes, I know this is here. This scares me. And it's about holding this in balance so that as long as I know both exist, I can make a choice. I literally can use my mind, my choice to say, you know what? I know this is here. I don't have to have it in my face. It is here. I put it behind me. It's here. I know it's here. This is where I choose to focus. I choose to focus on the people I love, the things that give me joy, the beauty that's around me, that many of us are home. We have been in our homes, in our apartments. How many of you have walked around your apartment and really taken a look at the things that you have placed there because it's your taste, because you enjoy it, because it's something you want in your home? And to look at that and to take pleasure at that. And so we choose with each day to focus on the positive things in our lives. It doesn't mean we aren't aware of what's in this hand, the things that scare us. But we can make that decision about where we put our attention. And we're doing that all of the time, without denial, with reality, but we choose to have our attention here. And that, I find, is one of the most important ways to deal with some of the fears, is where do I choose to put my thinking? And today's visualization was about choosing. We chose to walk down a path. We chose to put things in that path and in that safe place, in that room we visited, that we wanted to be there. And that same sensation of choosing is something that we can take throughout the day.